Danganronpa. Danganronpa.
Alrighty, here we go. Our first trial. Getting started a little bit later than I would have liked to, but I was helping my mom with some stuff earlier today, so it's gonna end up being a shorter session today. But hopefully we can still get through this trial. And hey, Raylene. Alright. Ooh. Okay, cool. Alright, let's just head right into it then. Oh.
You!
You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you!
I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are!
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet! Save that for the class trial! There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime! So, they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? Oh, let's find out if I'm right, maybe. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? Oh, I'm so curious.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Wait, that was a contradiction right there. He said he'll meet us all down there, meaning that we'll already be down there. But then he said, I'll be waiting. Unless I'm just thinking incorrectly.
What?
So, whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Well, are they not going to say anything important?
Impossible.
Damn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Yeah, okay, I don't think they're gonna say anything important. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. And hey, Lady Suki, I appreciate the follow too and for inviting me to your Discord.
Makoto.
So nice. How are you doing, you and Raylan today? I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try to give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation. Okay, Sasuke, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. I know, right? I was like, I totally thought I followed you the first time John hosted you, but oops. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. That's a huge elevator, my god. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh!
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Hey, Star, and that's quite a question. Well, I'm pretty sure I would be dead if the Nazis won, because I'm not Aryan. I'm mixed race, so I would be one of the first ones to die.
You finally arrived! Ta-da! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down! Hurry up now, hurry up!
We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. Oh, this is cool looking. I like this. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Stood there. There's my boy, Leon. And so, the curtain of our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Oh, okay. Pre-trial prep. Ooh, okay. Set skills, yes. Robot jock. Increase your truth bullet rate of fire. Effective during the non-stop debate and the bullet time final battle strike. I'll equip it. I have no idea what that means. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Yeah? Okay, well. Oh, I don't know if you were here yesterday, Lady Suki, when Star and Raylan were writing the Tater X Leon fanfic. Okay, I guess that's all the skills I have. Truth bullets. Let's see. So... oh. So, I'm pretty sure I remember all the stuff. This is totally Leon. Oh, no, I don't mind. I thought it was hilarious. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure I know all this evidence stuff. She was in the kitchen when the knife went missing. Okay. Alright, let's finish preparations. Do I have to load truth bullets or anything? I'm so confused. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Okay. Yes, please explain because I am confusion.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
What? Dude, why would you even say that? And what's happening with his portrait? Like, this guy's too intense for me. Ugh.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Yes, please, ask questions.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Oh god, Hifumi.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
I mean, I'm not judging him. It's just... Sir, like, we're in a courtroom. Keep it together right now. We're dealing with death.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Oh, I'm so excited to see how this works. Anything I found, anything I notice, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I would absolutely like to hear more. Please tell me, narrator. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. Ooh. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. Okay, I know how to do that. No spoilers for Raylan, but this sounds similar to Phoenix Wright. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim and fire with the Y button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Ooh, okay. Except in Phoenix Wright, you're not timed. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, I'm sure there's, like, anything I'm playing blind that people have already seen, they're probably wanting to yell at me sometimes. I know, that's how it was for Dark Souls. Woo. Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle. Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
Oh.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Huh? Something was off about what she just said. I did fat rolls. Oh wait, you weren't there for the first Dark Souls. Oh. After that, I don't know what happened. I went downhill really hard after the first Dark Souls. Well, something's off about what was just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened to my room. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. Oh, like towards the end. That's right. You missed the learning part. I honestly, I don't know what happened. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. Oh, well that makes it easy then. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the B button. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss
Hill, and the murder took
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Okay.
No, that's wrong!
Objection! I'm gonna say objection.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Yep, Sayaka's dead, and so is Junko. Yeah, it's all about Leon now. We got him all to ourselves. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Make your argument. Kitchen knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Oh,
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
What's that thing? Okay, so it wasn't a random knife, because the object that was thrust into Sayaka's stomach was almost certainly the knife that disappeared from a certain location. Okay.
So what was used to kill?
There was some kind of without a doubt, that
So the killer used some random knife they had.
Objection!
No, that's wrong.
Junko is the fashionista girl.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
You don't even have to look real close. It looked like it from a glance.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Dude, why are you doing this to me?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
No, we asked her to sleep in our room together, but she was like, no.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
That's how it works in court cases. She's right, there's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding down the RB button. When you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck, and have fun. Alright. Allies account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong.
Objection!
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone.
So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall?
Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
Gotcha.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
That argument makes no sense because if they're wrong, at least one of them's gonna die. So, objection! Your argument makes no sense.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Yeah.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Yep.
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis. You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together?
Dude!
It's unwholesome!
You're assuming people's genders here. That's what I did. I already made that mistake, but you don't shout it out at least.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Oh, was it... Oh, what's his name even? Hero?
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh, it was Sayaka. Okay, this is making my point even more valid.
Sayaka.
Yep. Oh!
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Okay, I'm putting my foot down. I'm doubling down on my suicide theory. Sayaka. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
Oh gosh. Is there a murder in real life too? Hear those sirens? Or the riots. I saw a car on fire a couple days ago. I'm just like, that's something.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Yep.
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
That's what I think too. I don't know 100%, but I just have this feeling that she killed herself.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
Something missing. Something missing. Something missing. What was missing? That should have been there.
You know what I'm talking about.
Hair.
Don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Oof! Use the left stick to aim and press Y button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. We can just figure out what that something is. Hair, right? Yep, hair. Okay, well that was
Now I
easier
understand.
than I expected.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true. Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
I just don't want it to be Leon. He's the only one with red hair, so it'd be obvious. Plus, his name is there. So I feel like he's the other suspect. But I just don't want it to be him. I want us to escape together.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Dude, you're assuming genders. You're no role to talk.
No.
I'm not either.
There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Yes, the handle was broken.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. Whoops. Yes. Take that!
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
I like your thinking, Leon.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. Ooh. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Okay, see, this is what I was expecting from the beginning. But it kept only being one. So now that it's saying this, it makes me have to listen to the whole conversation. So this is what I was expecting. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck, and have fun. Alright. Make your argument. Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Ah, that's it. That right there.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
Okay. It's not because the door was locked. No, there's a different reason entirely. Yep. Man, it just gives you the answer. Oh.
Sayaka was first, she then fled into...
Then the killer ran, and they got into the back. At that point, the killer had...
Because Sayaka had locked it.
And why would you think the door's locked, dude?
No, that's wrong.
Hold it!
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Leon, you just made yourself look even more guilty. I'm so sad.
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The nameplates. The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was that it was in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
Take that!
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Oh, I love these expressions.
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening. right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
dude, oh, you're so dumb.
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem. Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yeah.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
Nope.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
No, the locks are unpickable.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... What was it? This? Trader rooms? Sayaka... Nope, not that. Where is it? Well, I guess it must be the switching rooms, even though this doesn't say that she... Yeah, I'm gonna say this one. Yep.
I got it! Because
Take that!
Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
That's why I kept saying I want to check the notepad, but no, it wouldn't let me.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the
Yep.
next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
I wanted to investigate that, but it wouldn't let me. Ooh! I'm too good of a detective. And you guys thought I was gonna be stupid.
Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
I'm only stupid when it comes to other things.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
I know, right? Like, it's surprising with how much stupid stuff I do and don't notice when I'm playing other games, but when it comes to games like this, I actually have some detective skills. I'm not saying I'm a genius or that I'm right, but I do have some. I just need to point that out. Then, that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Oh my gosh.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Oh, this guy!
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yeah.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Dorm nameplates. Yeah, they were switched.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Sure did.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Okay, which statement was it? The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is that's because they got of what got switched between my and Sayaka's room. Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto in the note. It specifically says,
I see. So then they would have gone to
exactly. The room that Makoto...
No, that's wrong.
Hold it!
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right. Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we switched from. Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, We first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably...
Okay, so now I'm thinking she probably thought he was the weakest link, could kill him and get out. So she switched it and was going to try to get Makoto to take the fall. That's my other new theory now. Because it really seems like they're not going to just have it be suicide or faked. But those ideas are still floating there for me.
Whoever she invited over came in and attacked her! We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The gold flex. The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Yep.
I got it!
Take
All
that!
you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Definitely. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Yeah. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Aha! Okay, this is another thing I kind of was expecting. Something like this. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. Nice! Okay, this is what I was expecting from the get-go. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the LB button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the LB button to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down the LB button and use the left stick to select a specific bullet. That's separated. Weird. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, let's see what the bullets I have are. Replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set, and replica sword. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack!
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Wait, if the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. Yeah, the sword sheath.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack!
No, that's wrong!
Objection!
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her hands were spotless aside from the drop of blood. Part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use the sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? Her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
But why would she do that?
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What? What kind of reasoning is that?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens. The water was off.
I got it!
Yep.
According to the Monokuma file,
I think you're right,
Sayaka's
Star.
time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
What?
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Oh my god.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have been the one without the sword, Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
And that's why the rooms would have been switched so it would look like Makoto did it, so he'd take the fall. So my, whatever that was, third or fourth theory seems to be the accurate one. What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms.
She had to get out after seeing that video.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Yep. That's why she was working him up, getting close, getting friendly.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
Holy shit is right, Mondo.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
Yeah. F's for that relationship.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Dude, oh, you're so dumb. Dying message. Yes. Good. Finally bring that up.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
The dying message.
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
No.
Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Okay. There's still one clue left, I'm sure of it. Sayaka left it on the wall as she was leaning up against it.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
Hold it!
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
I just don't
Written in her
understand
own
how
blood.
anyone can
There
see
must
numbers
be a
in
clue about
that.
the killer hidden in there.
I don't understand at all. Not even a little bit.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yeah, she has the blood on her finger. There's no question that Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it. Left index finger.
I got it!
Take that!
The left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Not necessarily the top minds, but they're ultimate different things. None of them are actually top for being smart, so I guess there's that.
Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Please stop saying those numbers. It just sounds so stupid. Who even says that?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Thank you. Thank you. She wrote it from the angle she was positioned at. So looking at it forward would look upside down, so all you have to do is flip it over.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
It's like nobody knows anything about murder.
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but...
Right, that's what I'm feeling like now. Like, she's the only one who's thinking through stuff.
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know. How can you not know? How can you not know? This hurts me. This hurts me physically to see them spending so much time on this. Oh. Oh my god. This is like...
Rotate
yeah.
the image 180 degrees.
Yes, thank you, Kyoko. Huh? Rotate it. I think maybe I see something. If you flip it the other way to make it look...
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Select someone. I'm sorry, Leon. Oh.
Here's my answer.
Take that!
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around...
This is just like murder tutorial, detective tutorial, I guess.
It becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Right? It was already clear. Like, nobody writes numbers like that.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped.
Yeah.
Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
It's not, dude. It's not. It's really not, people. Ugh. Maybe I've just watched more detective things and played enough mystery solving things to that this is basic to me. I don't know.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
And I'm not even like super into the detectives and stuff, so.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yeah, I know, this is just the first trial, but still. It's like, ugh. Yeah, I guess. They don't like using their brain. The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator. The burnt shirt piece. Yeah.
I got it! You mean...
Take that!
The burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Burnt remains of a button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed.
I got it!
Take that!
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. The ball. The crystal ball that's broken. The glass ball, not crystal.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yeah.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
I'm not even gonna listen to the rest.
That's wrong.
Hold it!
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the
he's not going to
evidence
prison. He's gonna
without
die.
using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball and throw it.
I got it!
Take that!
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy?
Hifumi had the key, So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't
Because
think so.
the killer is the ultimate
killer
baseball star! It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because ultimate baseball star.
I got it!
Take that!
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Same. I'm so glad I don't have to read all this.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, tell me. Every case has one last element to bring class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the A button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead you to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, so... Okay, stab. Block. Yeah. Okay, that. Run into the room. Locked. Break the lock. Get in. Do the stabby stab. Oh wait, I didn't put the sword sheath, did I? That. Okay, yeah, I was thinking that didn't totally make sense the way I had that. And this. Hold up. Something's not right here. Okay, get in there. Stab, block. Swing, hit wrist. Okay, but... then where does this one go? Unless there's more circles than there are. Act 3. This. That. And then this. Okay, so there's not. Hold on. Yeah, so one of these isn't necessary. Which one is that? So seeing the room, going in, she stabs, grabs that blocks, swings, hits her wrist. I think it's this one, actually. This is where she drops the knife. But that just seems unnecessary also, because it just showed her dropping it. Ugh. Yeah. So, yep, here we go.
Here's exactly what happened.
Take that!
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? The first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. And yeah, it is messed up that Leon was just acting in self-defense. But yeah, this is a short trial, it feels like. It's only a little over an hour and we're already at the end. It's definitely short. I was expecting a couple hours. But it is the tutorial one, so it makes sense. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as a bullet time battle, aka BTB, BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Oh god! Oh god! Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the A button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with Y as the tempo marker reaches the center. Ooh. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Crap. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the Y to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute their statements fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But, just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws? could that have been?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
Oh my god, Leon. To think. I felt something for you. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Okay.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were
That
removed.
wasn't as hard as I thought. I just didn't understand it at first.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Oh my gosh. Oh,
It
Leon.
had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Oh.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Yeah.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Nice. 982 points. I'm guessing the best is 1,000. So that's not bad. Ooh, 79 medals. Holy crap. I'm glad I did Leon's thing early and got his skill before he's gonna get executed. Wow, all those achievements. It doesn't show up on stream, but there's just a pile of achievements.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's voting time.
Uh-oh! Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata!
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Oh, hold on a second. Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
That's why I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped in here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have something like that happen to them, and Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Yeah, obviously, dude. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy, howdy! The entertainment industry must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything. It's all your fault! Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But
That's enough.
as angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it!
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? Yeah, Star, you got that right. I mean, Sayaka and Leon gone right off the bat. Like, what else are we supposed to do? Like, the love triangle is suddenly gone. Ooh! Now we have to make a new triangle. When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. That's a good point, Celeste. Good point. He could have been like, alright, she's gone. She's not trying to kill me. So, in the morning at breakfast, just tell them, hey, we can't trust Sayaka. She tried to kill me last night. I attacked her in self-defense, but I didn't kill her because I'm not a murderer. But we can't trust her. That's what he should have done, technically, but he got caught up in the heat of the moment, I guess. It was a crime of passion. They were fighting over Tater. Sayaka versus Leon. Why did it have to end like this? They both were like, Sayaka was like, I know he's cheating on me with you. I'm gonna kill him. And Leon, once he found out that that's why, he was like, he's cheating on me with you? You bitch! And then he killed her. That's canon now. But you chose not to. Is it not because you had unclouded intent to commit murder? Tater, Kyoko, Sakura? Yeah. Sounds good, Star. No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh,
Are you sure? You are closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him!
Swah!
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind.
Uh-oh! Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey!
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. It's that kind of justice that's awakened within you.
Just shut up!
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for! The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging! No more excuses! You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules! Society demands it!
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star!
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
No, Leon! My baby!
Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh my god! That's awful. Holy shit. Oh my god. Jeez, I thought the executions were just gonna be normal. That's a awful way to die. And I appreciate it, the Monokuma voice. I'm trying. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. That's some fucked up shit right there. Holy jeez. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it? Call it some fucked up shit right there.
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Oh.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us? Thanks for joining, Star. I hope you can get some sleep. Oh my god.
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit! I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. Kinky.
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
I don't know how long we can protect you, Fumi. And just like that, he was gone. It depends on if he does anything wrong. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. You stood there forever? Is this where the game ends then? What the heck? Actually, no, it wasn't that long. Okay, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Oh my god, the deaths in this are gonna... I don't know. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. I would much rather just be straight up, like, shot or stabbed. Oh, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through this. I honestly have, hemophobia. Like, I've been working on getting over it, but, ooh. It's tough. Like, I've gotten somewhat used to blood, at least. Yeah, the blood is pink, so that's something. Like, I've gotten kind of used to blood. I've been trying to play more games that have blood and stuff. Watch things that have blood. But it was tough, like, when I was younger. Like, I would legitimately get lightheaded or pass out at the sight of blood. It was bad. So even just for medical reasons, like going to the hospital and getting blood drawn and stuff, like, I was like, I need to at least work on it so I can handle that. Okay, gotcha. I'm guessing it's just supposed to be like ironic deaths, like the swimmer will probably get drowned or something. The psychic will have his head crushed or something, blown up. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. Yeah, that was honestly hard to watch. Like, oh, it hurt my stomach. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? Like, that's just a terrible thing to do to somebody. Because even just, like, quote-unquote normal torture, it's probably not as prolonged and just straight up painful. Yeah, bludgeoned to death, but slowly yet fast at the same time, like rapid bludgeoning. Oh, that's so cruel. I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. That's why she wrote Leon, to make it so you weren't implicated, dude. Yeah. Oof. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, what's the piece of evidence that shows that she was thinking of you, and then I'm going to have to pick through the truth bullets. I see what's happening. Her final thought was how she could protect you. Oh, I was reading that wrong. Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Oh, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her?
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure how she could kill someone or deceive you. which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. Yeah, my love triangle suddenly just became a love dot. It's just me left.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. Oh, I did not see that coming at all. Oh. Oh. I am at least glad I got the skills from them. Oh. That's my bad luck coming into play. Now I have to pick someone new. Well, obviously it's going to be Sakura. And yeah, maybe Sakura and Kyoko. Because I like Kyoko. She seems the most level-headed out of everyone here. And thoughtful. And I like her hair. But I really like Sakura's hair, too. And Celeste. She has some good hair, too. I like those big, springy hair. It's silly, but it's cool, too. Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. The drill hair. Yes, exactly. I'll carry their memories with me. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. I mean, drill hair is pretty powerful. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile. Watch me pick an actual next person. So, like, Sakura, and they're going to be the next one to go. Oh. I don't want to pick anyone else. I don't want to get attached.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic. Yeah.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Aww. Well, we're down to 12 students already. That was more deaths than I was expecting. I was expecting like 1 death per chapter. You got the despair bat. Monokuma, you bitch. You are so evil. Oh, suddenly his room's all fixed up. What the heck? Okay, we'll examine the room a little bit. Well, we still have some time before D&D. So we'll do some examining. He's not even going to say anything. Nice. I got a token. Yeah, I'm gonna get at least a little bit of progress going. Look at me getting tokens. Like a hero. Yeah, that's true. Don't want to see the bad memories. But it's surprising how fast it got fixed. examine that. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence had disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health.
I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back into the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time! I was just about to go get you and drag you back here! Okay. Not sexist, I do kind of want some more females to die, just to make the voices easier for me. But I could also do with getting rid of this guy, because yelling's not fun. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagined it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened. I guess technically Mondo has the hardest voice on my throat since it's super gravelly. But I just like his hair too much. That corncob hair. It's too beautiful.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room?
Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone, just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place.
Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move!
Well...
But if we work together again, against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple.
What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then...
Yeah, this is not your everyday psychopath. Like, I thought I had psychopathic tendencies in video games, but it's not messed up like this. Mine's just regular murder and burning. Mine's pyromaniac tendencies and just regular psychopath tendencies. Not this nonsense, whatever this is. Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does not want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No!
Oh man, hold on. Alright, have to clear my throat for this Hinata voice. No what?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh? Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist.
Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is as such,
Oops.
It is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited.
Prohibited.
Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite.
What was that just now?
Was he saying it's our fault what happened? 'Cause that's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit! Who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this was just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair. As if it wasn't already. Leon's my boy. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. That totally looked like, you, Narukami. With that yellow background, I was just like, is this Persona 4 Golden right now? Is that what I'm seeing? What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
That corn hair, though. It's so strong. It's the only hair that can compete with the drill hair.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this just feel great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy.
That's a good reminder, everyone. While we're all stuck inside for whatever reason, stay healthy. I need to do some stretches and stuff. Thanks, Monokuma. Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all.
You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? So, why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? Hey. If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. The power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of joke a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not! You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
You guys?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very
So go ahead! Look all around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode!
With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But a new world? The door has opened.
Could it be...
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look!
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up in the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that.
Got it!
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Oh my god. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Yeah, let's look around just a little bit because I do want to get some food before D&D. I don't want to talk to you. Your hair's actually pretty powerful too. I'll talk to you.
What the heck?
Hey, Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad. This is super bad, man. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything all that weird in there. Sure, to the untrained eye it's nothing. But this is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap.
For serious?
The stuff you see lined up in there, any god could come by and use it to send a message. Huh? Ugh, I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin.
Let me out of here!
Let me out! I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. Yeah, let's see if we can see anything in there. Inside the display case are trophies and other items. Winning championships, blah, 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 all that same stuff. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, I don't even want to talk to you. I want Leon back. What new place opened up? Let's see. I probably have to actually look around. It's not the nurse's office. Let's go to the store and spend some tokens. We got a lot. I should look around the school first. What? I need to find out what Monokuma meant by a new world. I already said the door is opened. I should look around the school first. I need to find out what Monokuma meant by a new world. Ugh. I should look around. Oh, the stairs. Okay. No, get... I did not want a crotch shot. My god, game. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? I suddenly got into a spicy relationship with Taka. Is this a sign? Game, is this a sign? Is he next husbando? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here? Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. This is the girls' bathroom. If I ever took one step in there, I'd become a total creep in everyone's eyes, and that'd be it for me. This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. I don't see anything useful in here. Man, these bathrooms are so boring. I just keep expecting there to be some sort of intriguing thing in there. This is a pretty weird school, but the bathrooms are so ordinary. The baby is sleeping. Please be quiet. Monokuma is baby.
I see.
This must be what he meant by a new world.
Huh.
I should probably take a really close look around.
This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now it's just showing the school press. If I break it, Monokuma might come and punish me. There's surveillance camera. They're watching every single move we make. In any normal classroom, this is where a window would be, but windows here have those same metal plates covering them. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, let's leave the area. 2A. So that's blocked off. Library. Oh, lots of people are in here. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. It looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. Even though it's a prestigious high school, they've been pretty careless about keeping it nice. Nice! I'm starved for information from the outside world, if only there were a TV that worked. The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy.
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust and must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. From biker gangs to fan fiction writers, we have it all. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. I know, the corona. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed.
It would seem
Hope's Peak Academy had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. If it had a pile of dust on it, that's gotta be over a year. I don't know how fast dust builds up, but I don't think it's that fast. That's nasty, either way. So, you're saying Hope's Peak Academy closed down at least a year ago? Most likely. The mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it closed when I got here just a few... It was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about this.
So, in other words...
That must have been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
if it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution, it's true. But then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What did they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
now,
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although, I can't really say any more until we find more details. So, in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? No. Or... it looks like a laptop. This laptop looks pretty old, and it's all covered in dust.
so...
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it.
Whew.
It's remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not the kind of place I'd want to do much reading in. This talk to everyone real quick.
I'm absolutely shocked!
How come?
Damnation!
They have all these books down here and not one copy of any of my works? Well, yeah. Why would they have comics in a library?
Lady, when I was a kid, I would go to the library to check out visual or graphic novels and stuff. Shut up. And comic books.
Plus, most fanfic is just porn drawn by a bunch of amateurs.
Oh, how dare you! I don't like her. She is so rude.
You just don't get it. Not at all. I do too get it. And with a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile. Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author. Now hear this. Appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than the rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius.
You tell her. Oh.
Here we go.
My creations are what determine my meaning and value. You're so full of it. I'm used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP?
Those two really worry me. But still, this library is most interesting. Yeah, that just made my opinion of him go up a bit. Like, it wasn't bad, but I was like... some of these ultimates make no sense to me. I guess if he did sell 10,000 copies of one of his fanfics already, he's obviously a good writer. And him being like, don't judge by appearances. Good advice for everyone to follow. Huh? What's interesting about it?
Stop talking.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. You better not be rude when I talk to you, Toko. I don't even know if I want to talk to you. You're so mean all the time. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko? Okay, look at that. Being nice. Being civil with her. And now she's gonna yell at me. Just watch.
Not particularly. Nothing's caught my attention so far. Indeed, there's a plethora of books, it's true, but the content seems lacking. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section? Comic books? Young adult? That stuff's a waste of time! I've seen what you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile. My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone should just burn it all. Woo! You went too far. Ooh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I bet you secretly are into boy-on-boy action.
Yeah, you tell her, Hifumi. Tell her all about Amigo Picante. That masterpiece. I need to make a highlight of that.
Boy on boy? I don't care if it's anime or comics or fanfic or whatever. It's all filth, throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You've insulted me and you've insulted my honor.
These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. Really? You've never seen anything like it? Shelf is pet, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? The desk. There's a thick layer of dust on top of this desk. It looks like the library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As nice as the school is, whoever's in charge of upkeep has been pretty lazy. Strange. Okay, I think that's everything in here. I mean, I don't know if I examined the camera again. How long am I going to be stuck here watched by all these cameras? Yeah. Okay. Let's check out maybe one more room. What's behind this door? It's some kind of archive. All I saw in there was stacks of books and old files. I can't imagine what business you would have in there. That's true. I don't really have any reason to check it out. But I don't have any reason not to check it out. You don't gotta be rude to me. I just like exploring. Alright. Let's look at one more room. And then I'm gonna go get some food before D&D. And make a highlight of Amigo Picante. Reality isn't everything. Maybe we're not allowed to break them, but what about blocking them so they can't see anything? Nope, still not brave enough to try it. He said don't tamper with them. That's tampering. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but on the second floor too. The windows here all have those same metal plates covering them. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. I'd love to just smash the stupid thing, but who knows what would happen to me if I did. You would die. You would probably get crushed by TVs. I know it's pointless, but I can't stop looking at the clock. Force a habit, I guess, even though it just leaves me with this empty feeling. Yeah. Well, I guess that's the whole second floor. At least what we have access to. Wait a second. Oh wait, no, I did look in there. Is this a hidden wall? A hidden door? No. Oh wait, I didn't even look at this. The pool. Oh, well, this gives me a bad feeling. Swimming girl's gonna die.
Just a second.
Oh, Makoto, hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool. There's a pool here. A pool. Pool, pool, pool.
You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it.
Okay.
And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out.
Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. Behind this door is the locker room?
This is the girls' locker room.
This is fine.
A true gentleman will respect our space, yes?
Is that a real gun? Dude, you should not be surprised. It's not like we're at war here. Why would we need something like that here? I just have this, like, sinking feeling that she's gonna drown. A surveillance camera. Even here we're being watched. There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf. Nice. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. I'd love to just smell. Okay, let's examine this. Looks like one of those lifesaver flotation donuts. Nice. Okay, we'll talk to the girls. Examine the boys' locker room in case it leads us in there. Hey, Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet?
No. I don't like wearing swimsuits.
Yeah, you do seem like the type who might just not be into that kind of thing.
But still, it sounds like the locker rooms have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I kind of like to get a little stronger.
You want to get stronger? I have to say, that's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
But I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room.
Huh? You don't even want to go in the locker room?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just...
I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? That's a pretty weird phobia, though. Don't make fun of people's phobias. You can't control phobias. Rude.
Okay.
The locker rooms connect to a pool. It looks super nice and big and fantastic to swim in. Ah, I'm beyond excited right now. I can't wait to dive in. In fact, I'm getting kind of mad thinking about it.
Why are you getting mad?
The second floor has opened up. The living area has grown, and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit, things have been made much more comfortable for us.
Do you understand?
If things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad.
That was scary. Nope, I'm trying to see what this. Is this some kind of card reader? I wonder what it's for. To open the door. Is this some kind of card reader? I wonder what it's for. Behind this door is the locker room?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms.
Really?
Of course.
Really? Ooh. If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door.
Alright, this is gonna come in handy for a trial. Someone's gonna try to frame someone by using their handbook to open the locker room because it's gonna keep a record. There's gonna be a record of who's going in and out. Calling it right now.
However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boys' handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls.
Yep, so someone's gonna go into the opposite sex's room to try to frame someone of the opposite sex and be like, well, I couldn't have gone in there, I'm a girl, or I couldn't have gone in there, I'm a boy. I'm a man, barnacle man.
And that's the bottom line.
But
if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in, anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll be all...
just a second.
I bet it'd really get hurt, or I bet it'd really hurt to get shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else?
See? Look, they're already thinking about this. They're already thinking about this murder that's about to happen.
What? That never even occurred to me! To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish! Okay, then how's this sound?
I got it!
Time for a new rule! As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited! There! So now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's 'cause my brain is 100% cotton.
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place.
Is that okay?
After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook.
So,
But, you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
Of course!
It's 'cause all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs! You're at that age you tried humping a plastic bottle! So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Then, in that case, I would like to ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself.
Yes.
I don't care what happens in your private dorms, by force or by cunning. Do whatever you want.
Just the worst.
I hate you so much.
See ya later!
Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya! Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up.
You got it!
Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me?
As for me...
There is nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I'll pass this time.
Huh?
How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. Dude, I can't swim. I wouldn't want to go in the pool. That's suicide. I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor, but I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. Alright, this seems like a good stopping spot after this dialogue happens. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how did it go? Did anyone discover anything interesting, new anywhere? New anything?
Yes, indeed.
There's a library!
Okay.
And a pool, a freaking pool, and locker rooms filled with exercise equipment.
Well,
there was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Yeah, she's right.
I see!
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery.
Quiet down and listen!
The warehouse and the bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open.
You hear me?
And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourselves to the gills whenever you feel like. Ha ha ha!
Are you okay with this?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo.
Okay, and what about a fucking way out of here? You find anything like that? Oh, well,
What?
there wasn't anything in the warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here. Nothing? Unfortunately, no, not that I saw.
Hey, come on.
You fucking people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now? Or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck?
Stop fucking
We're still
around.
trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out.
Now, there is no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you fucking loon. Why don't we just use your drill hair to make a tunnel out of here? I can use my corn hair as a pickaxe. Between the two of us, we should make a pretty good tunnel. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something. Okay, Spiral King. I see your eyes. I've known for a while.
So then...
So, are we done for today?
Well, yeah, I guess so. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan? To give us hope just to turn around and betray that hope? Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
We all promised not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do. I guess I'll go to bed. Monokuma Theater.
Mr. Monokuma! Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay, not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college, where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I am a perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
Yes, we know that's our protagonist. Ding dong, bing bong.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day! Oh, that's right.
Oh?
I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
The new rule has been added to the regulation menu. Nice. You must be referring to yesterday. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. But right now, I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Alright. Let's... The store is in the other section, right? I can't go to the other sections right now? Boo. Fine. Okay, I'll just go stand outside the dining hall. Wait. Can we go in her room? Sayaka. No, I can't waste time on sentimentality now. The others must be waiting for me in the dining hall. Okay, let's go examine Leon's room too. Oh. Leon, he's gone for good. He never even came into my room. Actually, he did, but not when I was there. Leon! Alright. And this is where we're gonna call it for today. Finished the trial. Made a little bit of progress into chapter 2. Our love triangle totally fell apart. So sad. So sad. I did not see that coming at all. Oof. Alright. I know. Big F for the love triangle. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for me. I need to get some food before we have our D&D. But thanks for joining, you guys. Really appreciate it. And should be continuing this again tomorrow. Hopefully we'll find out some more. Figure out who's gonna die. I have a feeling it's either gonna be Aoi or one of the boys that it showed in the title card thing. Because that seems like something the game would do. But it could also be something completely unexpected. So who knows? Who knows? But yeah, thanks again, you guys. And I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.